Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. How are you? I'm awesome. I am your host, Attorney LaKanya Murray, the owner and founder of Off the Mark IP Solutions, where we help clients throughout the United States protect their brands through trademarks, copyrights, and patents. Happy Friday. Didn't I say that? So I wanted to jump on and talk to you all about some things. Today for Murray's Law, the question is, and basically, what does my trademark cover? Like, why do I need a trademark, and what's the extent of my protection? That is the Murray's Law question. First of all, as I always tell you, trademarks protect brand identifiers, right? And that's that thing that identifies the source of a good or a service. Hey, how you doing, Nikisha? But they're like, why? Okay, what does that mean? Imagine building a brand, right? And you're putting your money into the brand. You're putting your time into the brand. You've built up this great following. People know you. They love you. They say, oh my gosh, that jewelry you're making is so amazing. Oh my gosh, your marketing services are so amazing. And we want to work with you, right? And you have this trade name. And people know this trade name and they associate it with you. That's awesome, right? Now let's say someone says, you know what? I want to get in the jewelry making business. I want to get in the marketing business. I'm going to pick a name, and they choose a name that's very similar to yours. If it's not the same, it's very similar. So now you have people who know about you, and they know about you because either they've come in contact with you personally, they've seen your billboards, your ads, they've seen your Facebook lives, they've connected with you, or maybe it's a referral. Maybe someone says, you know what? That jewelry over there is really good, or she is the bomb marketer, maybe something of that nature. So now, okay, they're on the hunt. They're looking for you, and they're Googling and trying to find you, and what pops up? This other business. Now what? So if it wasn't for trademarks, you wouldn't have any remedy for this other business that's popping up in your same or related field using your same or similar name. But because of trademarks, you're able to say, hey, you know what? I need you to stop. I need you to move on. I need you to rebrand. I had this conversation earlier today with someone, as a matter of fact, because they were infringing on my client's brand. And it was very sad because she said, I've been using this for so long, but my client was too. And she actually filed a registered trademark. So this person's going to have to rebrand. So trademarks allow you to prevent other people who are in the same or related field from using a mark that's same or similar to you. Some people get confused and they say, oh, if I get this trademark, nobody's going to be able to use this mark. Like, they're just going to take this word and just like take it out the dictionary, and now this is mine. I'm keeping it in my pocket to use when I want to use. That's not how that works. That's right. You get that trademark, but that's not how this works, right? So you only have protection your protection is limited to those names that are same or similar or in the same or related field, right? So let's see. I'm trying to give an example. Okay, let's say somebody's in the cosmetic field, right? Maybe they do shampoos. They do shampoos and conditioners, and someone comes up with the same or similar name, and they do body butter. They do maybe lip balm. They're not the same, but they are related because they're all in that same health and beauty field. Like, you will be able to say, hey, other brand, we will hear first. Now, there are some exceptions, and that exception is if you have a famous mark. And typically it takes a while, years, for brands to become famous, and they do that by, time, money, visibility. Like, how many people really know about this brand? Like, if you walk into a country that doesn't speak English, are they going to know what those golden arches mean? And the answer is yes. So that's a famous mark. Those people don't have to worry about claiming similarly confusing marks in order to have them dismissed. They can just say it's going to dilute my brand, and there you go. That's why you wouldn't find like a Coca-Cola shoe company. Even though Coca-Cola doesn't make shoes, Coca-Cola is a famous mark. And I'm sure if someone tried to file a trademark for Coca-Cola in a shoe, even as anything other than, beverages, they will be all on it. So that is our Murray Law for today. Your trademark is limited. Your trademark protection allows you to exclude others that are using the same or similar, and that's very important, same or similar, because some people say, oh, well, my Kings is spelled with a Z and theirs is spelled with an S. That's not how that works. It sounds the same. It looks the same, even though it's spelled different. So it's similar, right? And sometimes similarities aren't even something like the spelling like that. Maybe there's a word missing, or maybe there's one word added. That's still similar. When people see it, they're going to get the same impression. Another thing I want to say about trademarks: stop using these generic names, right? Stop using names that are not unique, that everybody and their mama is using, but you want to register it as a trademark to beat everybody to the punch because you think that you're going to be able to stop everybody else from using that trademark. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. So you want something that when someone sees that name, they think of you. Think of some of the most famous names of brands that we've seen in a while. What do they have in common? They are unique. So yes, I did. We walked through that. That was part of the whole process, Nikisha's getting your trademark and we look what happened as a result. We have an amazing name, like the Tinkerbox. I'm still in love with that. Like it's like so perfect, right? And you teach people what that is. Like Apple had to teach people that they were selling computers, that they were into this industry. Disney, that was his last name, but what is a Disney, right? Microsoft, what is a Microsoft? Dairy Queen, like some of these brands, you have to be creative and teach people, just like in life, you teach people how to deal with you and treat you. Through your whole branding and everything, you teach people about what you are and who you are. So a lot of people think that branding is just your logo and your trade name and colors and things like that and your cute little headshots. But that's not what that is at all. That is just the outside layer. Your brand is actually everything. It's what you provide. It's the promise that you make to people, what they can expect from you. And that's what brings people to you. They can recognize that promise and that product or service because of the outside, right? Because just how people know, me from you because of how I look. That's the same thing with a brand. People know one brand from another by the way they look, but they know what to expect from that brand because of the brand promise, what they've been taught, the interactions that they had, and the recommendations, and referrals. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining me. We'll be back next Friday, probably about the same time, 1 o'clock, I think works. Have a great weekend.